Good morning, my dear students. Today we'll go with the first lesson of our history, that is the advent of Christianity. In this lesson, we will focus on four contents, that is, major developments in the medieval world, then we'll see the founder of the Christianity, then spread of Christianity, then Christian monastic order. History traces man's progress from prehistoric times to the present day. For convenience, historians have divided history into ancient, medieval, and modern period. So, as you know, history is a systematic record of past time. You will be knowing, if you go through the history, it is the main thing, it is related to the past time. So it is a systematic record. Yes. So why it is said in systematic record means it follows from it comes from ancient, then follows by it is followed by medieval, then it comes in modern period. So we'll see the transformation. Okay, we'll see the transformation of the period from ancient to medieval, then medieval to modern. Okay, this transformation period was gradual, okay, but not uniform throughout the world. It was not completely same throughout the world. So historians have divided this period history as three, that is ancient, medieval, and modern. So who is an historian? Historians are those who study about the history. Okay, so if you see, there is ancient, modern, and medieval. In this chapter will concentrate on the medieval period. Okay, the medieval period, that is a middle period. Okay, ancient is the first period of the history. This medieval is the middle period. Okay, so we'll focus on the medieval period. So the medieval period in India stretches approximately from 8th century to 18th century. Okay, 8th century to 18th century, but at the same time in Europe it stretches from 600 CE to 1500 CE. So what all the medieval period witnessed? It witnessed the spread of Christianity. Okay, it witnessed the spread of Christianity, then it witnessed the rise of Arabs and the Turkish empire, which had a remarkable influence on India. Okay, it also marked the advent of Europeans in India for trade. So as soon as this started, okay, as soon as in the medieval period, we India witnessed the trade from European countries. Okay, of Christianity. So who was the one who preached Christianity? So Christianity, it was preached by a Jew named Jesus, who was Jesus. Okay, he was born in 4 BCE in Bethlehem. Okay, in Bethlehem in Judea he was born, and Jesus Christ was also considered as Messiah. Okay, he was a Messiah to the people. Means usually he is a religious leader who brings hope for his people, and he is considered as the son of God. Okay, he was raised in the Nazareth, that is Palestine. Okay, and studied Jewish scriptures. However, his understanding of Jewish religion and interpretations of the law of Moses clashed with the traditional Jewish leaders. That is, the traditional Jewish leaders, no, they don't want to accept what was the teachings of the Jesus Christ. Yes, their interpretations and their interpretations and Jesus Christ's interpretations were in clash. Why? Because they were completely against of these interpretations, which was considered that, in gospel it was considered that he had healing powers. Who? Jesus Christ, he had healing powers and he could perform miracles. So when he used to perform miracles and when he used to have healing powers, these things, what happened? It attracted people in the large crowds. What happened in turn which irritated the Jewish leaders. So as Jewish leaders do not like this, so do not like the philosophies of the Jesus Christ. So what they did, since they did not like the interpretation of the Jesus Christ, what happened? they got irritated when people try to follow Jesus Christ in the crowd. Yes, large crowds people used to follow him. Okay, teachings of Jesus Christ. The teachings of Jesus were very much simple and were summarized in the Jewish Bible, which Christians call the Old Testament. Yes, you know that Bible in the Christianity in Bible is in two parts, that is New Testament and the Old Testaments. Yes, so what were the teachings of Jesus Christ? He thought that our love for God should be unconditional. Yes, the love for our God. We should be our love from our heart. No, for our God should be unconditional, and good should triumph over evil. Even evil should lose in front of good. Yes, good should always be in a very it must be compared in the higher stages. Yes, good should be always good should win, okay, over the evil. He also considered love for neighbors to be very important. So he wanted, even if we are staying, if we have to consider, we have to love our neighbors. When there is a neighbor near our home, we should love our neighbors, we should respect. So it were his teaching. Okay, so Jesus possessed the virtues of tenderness. He was very much tender towards his people. He was so compassionate, and he was very much courageous. Okay, he scorned shame and pretension. He did not like he did not like any bad circumstances. Yes, he wanted to live in a peace and harmony. He wanted to have sympathy for all the people. He had lived his life in very simple way. Okay, and he treated all the people as equal. He wanted to treat each one, not it like a rich poor, it is not like that. He wanted to treat people equally. The teachings of Jesus are recorded in the four chronicle, where means in gospel, as I have said you, where it mentions that he had healing powers and could perform miracles. Yes, in that it has mentioned all the teachings of Jesus we can see in the gospels. That is, it is of the uh, four books, that is Matthew, Mark, Luke and John. Now, what is this crucifixion of Jesus Christ? Palestine at this time was under the control of the Romans, as you know. Yes, Palestine at that time, who controlled the Palestine? Romans controlled the Palestine. So the Jewish community made the Romans also believe. Okay, the community, the Jewish community, at the time of Roman period, the Jewish people who were against Jesus Christ, what they made to believe to the people that Jesus was a threat to them and the religion. Jesus was something very much a danger for the religion. So what happened? The Romans, they arrested Jesus Christ. They arrested Jesus Christ and charge him with the sedition. So he suffered death by crucifixion. As you can see in the picture, he was crucified. Okay, he was crucified because of the evil Jewish people who were present at those time. Okay, so the day of crucifixion, okay, the day of crucifixion is celebrated as Good Friday. It is celebrated as Christians, believe that why it is celebrated as Good Friday means they believe that after his death Jesus came back to life on the third day. So that this is known as resurrection and is celebrated Easter in the Christian world. So let me clear you, the day when the Jesus Christ was crucified is celebrated as Good Friday, and the day where Jesus Christ came into resurrection, that is, he came back to his life on the third day, is celebrated as Easter day in the whole over the world. So, however, by 300 BCE, Christianity had spread throughout the Roman Empire and even beyond to Armenia and Persia, largely due to the efforts of Saint Paul. Okay, because of the efforts of the Saint Paul and the other apostles, a message especially sent to preach the gospel of Jesus Christ, especially those people who were in favor of Jesus Christ. So with the help of these people, what happened? Christianity spread throughout the Roman Empire beyond to Armenia and Persia. Okay, okay. Then spread of Christianity, that is, Roman emperor named Constantine, he followed a policy of tolerance towards Christians. He had a tolerance policy towards the Christians. He was very much supportive to the religion Christianity. Okay, so Constantine built a new imperial capital at Byzantium, which was called Constantinople, that is present day in Istanbul. Where is Istanbul? Means it is located in the city Turkey. Okay, so the city had a Christian style architecture. Why did the city had a Christian architecture? Means this Roman emperor, no, whose name is Constantine, he was having so much of likeness towards this religion. He might have heard about Jesus Christ, and he became, as soon as he had heard about Jesus Christ, he started liking the religion, and he tried to follow the Christianity. Okay, so by the 4th century, Christianity became he tried to spread the Christianity. So in the 4th century, what happened means Christianity became the official religion, okay, in the Roman Empire. Constantine placed the Greek initials for Christ on his shields and banner. Okay, division of the Roman Empire. If you can see in the textbook, you will see the map over there. Okay, if you see in the textbook, and I've also given the screen, same map on your screen. So Rome was not, if you see the first sentence of your textbook in the division of the Roman Empire, it is said that Rome was not built in a day, and neither did Rome fall in a day. So it was not in a, it means that Rome, to build a Rome, that is to build the Roman Empire, it took so many years. At the same time, for the fall of Roman Empire, it took so many years. So what happened, we'll see. So when emperor, that is Theodosius, when he died about 60 years after the foundation, okay, foundation of the Constantinople, after the Constantine's death. Okay, after him, who was the emperor at the time after the Constantine? Theodosius. Okay, after Theodosius' death, that is after Constantine, after Theodosius, he left his two sons. Okay, he left his two sons after his death. So who were they? So the empire was divided, as he had two sons, that is Arcadius was the elder son, okay, taking the Constantinople, okay, as his capital. Constantinople, that is called as the Byzantium. When who built this capital? Constantine, yes. So he kept his capital as Constantinople. So who took this as his capital, and who took this area? That is the elder son named Arcadius. Okay, then ruled over the Eastern Empire. And okay, he was the elder son, taking the Constantinople as his capital, ruled over the Eastern Empire. Okay, he ruled over the Eastern Empire. Who? His elder son. Then the another son. Okay, and the Honorius. Okay, he was a child he was only 11 years of age. When he was 11 years of age, he became the ruler of the Western Empire. If you can see in the picture, Western Empire with the Rome as his capital. Okay, so it was upon Rome and the Western Empire that the full force of barbarian onslaught fell. So how Roman Empire came to the end? So if you can see in the picture, in the picture of the map, the Western Empire, okay, the Western Empire, which was ruled by Honorius, is in which color? Is in pink, is in yellow color. Okay, and the Eastern Empire, that it was ruled by Arcadius, no, it was in a pink color. Okay, Western Empire is in the yellow color, and this one pink, Eastern Empire is in the pink color. So how it came to an end? How started slowly? So it gave slowly what barbarians entered the city. So these were the tribes, okay, who attacked and plundered many Roman territories, okay, including Rome. So the fall of the city of Rome and the Western Empire did not put an end to the Roman Empire. Now, since Western Empire was completely destroyed by the barbarians. Okay, they attacked the city. They looted the city. Everything was done. It was like something very much bad happened to the Rome. So what happened? The Western Empire, no, that it came to it while it was coming to the end. What happened at the same time, but the Eastern Empire, it tried to survive its empire for 1,000 years. Okay, there are many now. Okay, since we have seen this, and there are many factors, which led to the decline of the Roman Empire. So let's discuss them. The fall of Roman Empire. So there are some factors which led to the fall of Roman Empire. Since Christianity was less tolerant of other cultures and religions. Other people who did not follow Christianity, what happened? No, for example, the Emperor Theodosius. He what he did is since he followed Christianity, but at the same time he ended the Olympic Games. Why he what is this related to Olympic Games? What is here, it is also showing that because they honored Zeus. Yeah, Zeus is a one more god. Okay, it is something, it is a god of sky, something. It is like, it is one more god where people used to follow this god. They used to honor this god when they had festival, when they celebrated this festival in the name of Zeus. So they played the games. So these games are called as Olympic Games. So who cancelled these games, who ended this game? Emperor Theodosius, in which turn people did not like that he ended the Olympic Games. Because of that, some people stopped believing this, believing uh, Roma emperor. Now, Roman soldiers were loyal. So Roman soldiers, everyone do have soldiers in their empire. So these soldiers, rather than loyal to their emperor, they were loyal to the military leaders. Okay, so they were not loyal to the emperors. Next, what happened? A failing economy caused a lot of problems for a vast empire. If economy is down, what will happen? It leads to a down it leads to a fall of a empire. Then heavy and unjust taxes upon the middle class led to the unrest. What happens? So much of tax. If middle class people, they do not have food to, they do middle class people, they have, they can adjust with the income what they have. But if they can pay tax, but unjust tax means more tax, how can a middle class people pay? So they stopped supporting the Roman Empire. Okay, then Romans became lazy and comfortable with time. Okay, they no so what happened? Roman people, no, they were like, they they were very much comfortable with the time, and they do not want to support the Roman Empire. Then Romans hired barbarians, mercenaries, to guard the border of the empire. Why? Because, however, this plan backfired when barbarians invaded. First of all, Romans, the Roman Empire gave place to barbarians. First of all, it was a wrong thing that they hired barbarians. That is, these were the peoples who were the gods who entered to the Roman Empire. They wanted to hire these people to guard their borders for the empire, but in turn, they itself, what they did, they cheated them back. They cheated, and what happened? They backfired the empire, and they they cheated the empire. So these are the some points which have given to the fall of the Roman Empire. Okay. Okay, students, we have come to the conclusion part of the first part of the lesson. We had completed till the fall of the Roman Empire, and next class, that is in next class, we'll be seeing about the barbaric invasions, then rise of Byzantium, then emergence of Turks and Mongols, then crusades, then Christian monastic order. Okay, so till then, if you have any doubt, you can please do message me, and for further doubts, please feel free to ask me. Thank you. Till then, take care.